two, oh, 1, 2, 3, jam!
The Beach Boys.
Their worst songs.
One of the greatest bands of all time.
The worst songs by them, though.
Pet Sounds. Smile.
The album's not featured here because they are good.
Beach Boys.
7 worst songs by the Beach Boys.
When I did my video covering the 7 worst Beatles songs, we congratulated Greatest Pumpkin MC for telling the world that there are actually no bad Beatles songs. So, in a similar vein, in this video we are congratulating nobody! Haha! Because there are actually many bad Beach Boys songs. Please don't kill me, Beach Boys fan base. Okay, but for serious time. I very much like the Beach Boys, and I can't help but feel a little bad for making my first video about them focus on something negative. Also subscribe to me, I mean what? Okay, let's go. First off, at number 7, I'm gonna have to go with a Summer Days track called I'm Bugged at My Old Man.
I'm bugged at my old man.
This song has some of the most ridiculously simple and stupid lyrics of any Beach Boys song, to the point of it being kind of hilarious. And none of them rhyme, which make it even more stupidly funny, and to top it all off, it has these ridiculous baritone background singers,
Gosh, it's dark.
and they just make it all the better. Okay, and wait, I just used the word better, which would imply goodness, which this song isn't, but it is cute, I guess, which is weird because it's based off the Wilson boys' real abusive father, which is a very serious topic, but still, it's cute. It's bad in a funny way, and the bandmates knew that. Maybe they were even trying to be funny. I don't know, but I do know that Brian Wilson was credited as too embarrassed on the back of the album, rather than revealing that he sang the silly song. Honestly, the song is nothing I would listen to casually or seriously in my free time, but it's like also just way too endearing of a song for me to put it any higher on the bad song list. Shout out to C-Boy Sandlin Music Review for bringing this song to my attention, and next up, at number 6, a song from 1971's Surf's Up called Student Demonstration Time. A few people mentioned this one. It's a kind of annoying and generic hard rock cover of Right and Cell Block Number 9, with new subpar lyrics written and sung by Mike Love.
On July the 2nd, 1953.
Starting out with Berkeley, free speech, and later on at People's Park.
I will admit that on its own, this song wouldn't be too bad, but the problem with this song comes more so from where it fits on the album. It just, well, quite frankly breaks the flow of Surf's Up, which is one of the best post-Pet Sounds Beach Boys albums. Like, this album has a lot of very interesting and intricate tracks that are generally on the softer side, but with highlights of energy, and Student Demonstration Time just comes out of nowhere and just completely breaks all of that, with its blatant and trite lyrics that are trying to be woke, but come off as cringy. And I don't know, the generic hard rock sound just does not mix well with everything that this album is trying to be, and for me, that's what makes it such an infamous song, for ruining the flow of what is otherwise a really great Beach Boys album. Anyway, next. With number 5, we're gonna jump to the late 70s with a track from 1978's MIU album. It's called Hey Little Tomboy.
Hey, little tomboy.
The lyrics of this song are just so incredibly creepy, and also, yeah, kind of ridiculously trite at times.
No more skateboards, put away your baseball mitt.
Basically, the song is all about this man who is taking an uncomfortable interest in what seems to be an adolescent tomboy girl who he wants to turn into a real woman, and he even goes as far as to say he's gonna teach her how to kiss, which, God, I don't know. The song is just gross.
And this guy convinces her to become a pretty girl, and sure enough, she slowly turns into pretty, starts shaving her legs and wears short skirts and, you know, and puts some lipstick on and makeup.
I don't know. It's icky. The pre-chorus is pretty catchy, though. But I can't say that forgives the song all that much. Anyway, with number 4, some of you might be mad at me for this one, but I have never been a fan of the Beach Boys cover of rock and roll music. I find it to be really annoying and lacking in any of the energy that made the original Chuck Berry version so great. Mike Love's lead vocals are cringy and nasally, the synths and the background singers are annoying, and I can't help but feel like the Beach Boys, and especially Mike Love, were just trying to lazily capitalize on this trend of, hey, remember rock and roll? It's honestly nothing special, and it confuses me to this day how this song ever became a hit.
Just let me hear some of that rock and roll music.
Yeah, I don't have much more to say about it. Number 3, a song called I Wanna Pick You Up. This song comes from Love You, which is probably one of the only solid albums of the post Brian being in bed for 3 years era. So it's a shame that this song comes out of nowhere on the album to ruin our days by being really, really creepy and embarrassing. At least lyrically. Basically, this song infantilizes an adult woman and talks about tickling her feet and patting her on the butt. Yeah, I'm already uncomfortable talking about the content of this song. I don't know. This song is just weird and embarrassing. Anyway, next up at number 2, a song from Shutdown 2 called Denny's Drums. Okay, this one is just completely boring. Like, a lot of the other songs on this list are bad, but at least interesting in some sort of way. But this song is just 2 minutes of nothing but drums. And it's not even interesting drums or even that good of a take either. What I think happened was that Brian and the boys were just out of song ideas and they needed an extra track. So they just had Dennis mess around on the drums for a couple minutes, and they lazily took a pretty meh take to make the final cut. Second to worst for untamed boringness. And okay, time for number 1. A lot of you wanted Kokomo to be at the top of this list, which is a song that every person seems to either completely hate or absolutely adore, and nothing in between. But as far as late 80s, early 90s Mike Love written tracks go, I think you can do a lot worse than Kokomo. In fact, there exists an album that does nothing but doing a lot worse than Kokomo for every single track. I'm of course talking about none other than 1992's Summer in Paradise. I could honestly do an entire video just talking about how bad this album is. It was led by Mike Love, features absolutely zero Brian Wilson, and doesn't have a single redeemable track. Plus, John Stamos from Full House sings the final song, which is weird. He was apparently a fake Beach Boy off and on around this time for some reason, but had more creative control on this album than Brian Wilson did, so that's cool. I honestly could pick any track from this album to be deemed the worst, but I think the most explicitly hateable is Summer of Love, which I'm going to deem as the worst Beach Boys song of all time. Okay, here, I'm gonna give you 10 reasons to hate Summer of Love. Mike Love rapping. Mike Love trying to be a ladies' man at 50 plus years old.
I am very much a ladies' man.
Mike does indeed get around.
No, it's true. I do like girls.
Record scratches on a Beach Boys song. Shameless self-references to early songs by the Beach Boys.
USA.
The words, well, it's a love thing.
Well, it's a love thing.
Mike Love using the phrase love vacation, possibly in reference to his own name.
Love vacation.
Mike Love rapping.
Do another view would be so very cool.
No Brian Wilson.
It's okay, I'm not going.
Brian Wilson still being in the music video for some reason and looking like he's having a very frightening and confusing time. I can't think of a ninth thing. Mike Love rapping. I hate the song, I hate hearing a Beach Boy rap, and I unfortunately feel obligated to tell you that Brian Wilson did the same thing and he did it first. 1991 Smart Girls, link in the description, sorry.
My name is Brian and I'm the man. I write hit songs with the wave of my hand. Songs of surf and sun and sand. I make great music with my band. Songs to dance to and songs of joy. Cause I'm the original Beach Boy.
No, it's true. I do like girls.